Hey everyone, so today I have a very interesting video planned. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm doing like an actual sit down video today. My last two videos have been vlogs, so I'm really excited about this one. It's my first episode. I want to do like a series of advice for like pregnancy, birth, motherhood, and today's video is going to be things I wish I knew before labor. Or for me, I was induced, so this is kind of like things I wish I knew before getting induced, you know, just birth in general. Obviously this is my experience. This does not speak for everybody that has ever gone through labor or being induced. This is just my specific situation. I would consider my labor and delivery to be pretty positive, and it was kind of like an average experience. There was not really any complications or anything. I do want to do my birth story, just to give you guys like a little bit more of a, I don't know how to say it, like a background of my labor and delivery. So I was induced at 38 weeks. I was leaking fluid. Another thing, this video is going to be TMI. Just a warning, this is a TMI video, okay? Like, if you don't like blood, guts, not guts, but if you don't like blood or talk about female parts and, you know, just things like that, then this is not the video for you, and maybe skip this one. So, like I said, I was induced at 38 weeks. Sorry, my baby's over here busting. He's busting. Anyways, I was induced at 38 weeks because I was leaking fluid. I was at work, actually, and I had been leaking fluid like on and off all day long, like gushes of fluid like running down my leg. And I was like, something's not right. So I called the hospital, and they were basically like, yeah, you need to come in because you're not supposed to be leaking fluid. So I went in, and it was amniotic fluid, so I did have to get induced, because they said the baby could not live without the fluid. Obviously, that's what the baby basically lives off of. So that comes to my number one. If you are leaking fluid, go to the hospital immediately, because you will probably have to be induced. They'll probably test the fluid, and then if it's amniotic fluid, they'll induce you. If it's just like urine or whatever, then they'll probably just send you back home. Number two, this is something that I did not know until I went into labor or being induced, and it was like, if you are induced, you can get your epidural at any point in your labor. And I did not know that. I thought that any labor you have, I thought that you had to be at least like 4 centimeters dilated or something like that. But no, you can, if you're induced, you can have your epidural at any time. Like, and I thought that was pretty cool, because I was 100% gonna get an epidural. I was not gonna bear through that pain. Props to the women that can, but that's just not for me. I turned on my air conditioner because it was getting very hot in here. So hopefully you can hear me good. There's a little bit of air conditioner noise in the background, but it's hot in here, and this is the only good lighting in my house right now, so it's just gonna have to deal right now. Number three, so I did have a hard time like dilating during labor. Like, I pretty much was at a 1 to 2 all night long. So I wrote, if you have a hard time dilating, ask for a peanut ball. The peanut ball progressed me so much. Like, I literally went from a 1 to a 4, and then from a 4 to an 8 within like 30 minutes. Like, it was weird. That ball will work wonders. Obviously, it doesn't work for everybody, but for me, it worked. Number 4, you can have popsicles, chewy eyes, and broth, but no food. So I knew you couldn't have like food and stuff during labor, obviously. I think it has something to do with just in case you have to have a C-section. They don't want you to have anything in your stomach. But you can have popsicles, chewy eyes, and broth. Honestly, for me during labor, it didn't really bother me because I was so focused on like being in labor and dilating and stuff that I was not really focused on eating. I did have a few popsicles. I had lots of ice, but honestly, it was fine for me. Obviously, it's different for everybody, but yeah. Him, because he was getting a little fussy. So I'm gonna hold him while I answer, or not answer questions, but read off my list here. Number 5, you will have your blood pressure taken 9 million times. Literally, like your blood pressure is constantly being checked. Also, they're gonna tie like a little band around your stomach to keep up with the baby's heart rate and keep up with contractions and stuff like that. So it's honestly kind of annoying, but you just get used to it at some point. Number 6, you will have a catheter, and whenever you get the epidural, because you're so numb, you can't feel yourself use the bathroom, so they give you a catheter. It's kind of weird. For some reason, I wrote number 6 twice, so this is actually number 7, not 6, but I have it labeled as 6 for some reason. Number 6, you will be numbed when the epidural needle goes in. So I always thought like you feel the big needle go in, but you really don't. It's like a little numbing needle that they put in you before they put the big needle in. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but at the hospital I went to, they numbed me before the big epidural needle, which was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to feel everything, but I really did not at all. It was just pressure. Let's see. This will be number 8. Even with an epidural, you can still feel the baby coming out and it hurts. So obviously everybody's experience is different, but for me, I think my epidural wore off a lot before I started pushing. I felt like so much pressure, which I don't think the epidural helps with pressure anyway, but that pressure I felt was like so painful. Like, I don't know if it's painful for everybody, but it was very, very painful for me. Like, it literally felt like I was needing to push out like a giant watermelon or something. Like, it was unbelievable pressure. Number 9, I think this is 9. Oh, number 9, that just literally is the same thing I just said. The pressure is unreal when it's time to push. I don't know how else to explain it other than painful and unreal. Number 10, you will bleed a lot. Like, it will literally look like a crime scene. Like, for me, like, after I gave birth, and I want to do a whole separate video for postpartum, everything I wish I knew, postpartum version. But after you have the baby, like, it is literally so much blood. Like, so much blood. But yeah, it is really, really scary. Like, that first time you use the bathroom after you have a baby is like so scary, and you're scared it's gonna sting. For me, it didn't sting the first time after I had him. It didn't really sting. It stung like the day after and every day after that until like I was like 5 weeks postpartum whenever I finally healed. But there's a lot of blood, a lot. Number 11, you will probably poop while giving birth. For me, I did poop. I did poop a little bit. They don't tell you. My mom and boyfriend told me that I did. The doctors won't tell you. You probably won't even realize that you pooped unless you ask. Honestly, It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Everybody probably does it. I mean, not everybody, but most people probably poop while they give birth. I mean, you're literally pushing like you're pooping. Like, obviously a little bit's gonna come out, so it's nothing to be embarrassed about. I mean, it happened to me. It happens to most women. That's just giving birth. Number 11, no, 12, 11 or 12, I don't know. But take plenty of pictures during labor. I have a lot of pictures during my labor. I wish that I would have gotten more pictures of like me and my boyfriend and our baby like all together while I was giving birth. For my birth, it happened so fast. Like, literally, I pushed him out in like 30 minutes. So, I mean, it wasn't really that long of a time to like take a bunch of pictures. But we did get a good amount of pictures, and I'm really, really thankful for that, because I can like go back and look at the experience, and it's just really nice to have photos to look back on that experience, because it is such a unreal and amazing experience that it's just something that you really, really want to hold on to forever. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this will be up over the weekend. I'm filming this Friday, Friday the 11th. Hopefully it'll be up by this weekend, if not, at least by Monday. But yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next video. I want to make this like a little series. I want to do postpartum. I want to do first few months of the baby's life, pregnancy version, like different kinds of versions of this. So just let me know if that's something you guys want to see, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.